Worried about your drinking? Reserve your place on today's free Quit Drinking webinar and get a copy of my best-selling book, Alcohol Lied to Me, as a gift just for turning up. www.stopdrinkingexpert.com. Hey, how are you? Oh, the mic's all the way over there. Probably can't hear me. How are you? This is Craig Beck, aka the Stop Drinking Expert, from the website that has helped hundreds of thousands of people to escape the loop of problem drinking and get their life back. If you are here because you are worried about your drinking, then do yourself the biggest favor of your life. Go to the website right now, stopdrinkingexpert.com, and get a free copy of my best-selling book, Alcohol Lied to Me, as a gift just for turning up. So today, I'm going to talk about a tweet I saw. This is not from a member of my program or anything like that. I look a bit sweaty, don't I? I promise it's not sweat. I just got out of the shower, honestly. But I saw this tweet from someone said, going sober sucks. I did it for a month, and all that happened was life got really boring. So I'm going back to drinking. So I thought, yeah, okay, I can empathize with that. I can understand how you would come to that conclusion. And I'm guessing there will be people who are now newly sober and are thinking, well, this sucks. So let's talk about it. Now, look, what I will admit right here and now is your life is going to change when you stop drinking. It is. There is no way around it. And some of that change is going to be earth-shatteringly good. And some of that change is going to be difficult, uncomfortable, and you won't like it. But isn't it true that anything worth having in life comes with a little bit of struggle? Anything that's really super easy to get and requires no effort at all, how much value do you assign to that item, service, or thing? Not much, right? So there will be some areas where you'll struggle. And that's to be expected. You are completely changing your life. You're changing from being a person that lives with a mild anesthetic constantly in their system to being someone who is 100% conscious and aware of their surroundings with 100% of their brain capacity for the first time in decades. You are going to feel different. All right. So that's the most important thing. A lot of people start this journey assuming that nothing else will change apart from the absence of alcohol. They will continue to go to the pub on a Friday night and play snooker with the boys. They will continue to go night clubbing. They will continue to do this and do all these things that they used to do with alcohol, and they will end up being slightly disappointed. All right. So is it true that a life without alcohol is boring? Of course, the answer is no. And this is entirely a framing issue, as we say in neuro-linguistic programming. This is a framing of the situation. And it's like, it's not bad things that happen to us that cause us upset. It's our response to those bad things, right? And it's the same with alcohol. We've created this world, this strange, bizarre, twisted world, where it's the people who drink the poison who are considered to be the normal ones. The people who willingly drink diluted poison are considered to be social, outgoing, fun to be with. Now, there is no common sense to that. There's no logic to that. It doesn't make any sense at all. The people who are doing the stupid thing are the people you want to be with. That doesn't make any sense. But, it's so easy to prove that belief that a sober life is a boring life is just a reframing issue. Is you just need to look at other cultures, other civilizations, and you'll see what absolute horseshit that theory is. Look at Hindus. Look at a Hindu wedding. Hindu weddings go on for like 3 days. It's just a continuous party. There is dancing and merriment and joking and laughing and all sorts of stuff goes on, and not a single drop of alcohol is drunk by anybody. Watch a Hindu wedding play out in its full, and then at the end of it say, yeah, but it would have been better if they were drunk. It wouldn't. And they wouldn't want it. It would have spoilt it. Go look at a children's birthday party in the soft play area or at McDonald's in the, what do they call it, play place or whatever it is. Go and watch a bunch of 8-year-olds running around going crazy for a birthday party. Now tell me that they would have more fun and that would be a better party if you gave them vodka. It would be a disaster. They would vomit everywhere. They would feel ill. They would start crying. They'd want to go home. Now, I know that's an extreme example, but I'm just trying to get the point across that the belief that an alcohol-fueled life is a happier life is just something we've told ourselves often enough that we've started to believe it. It's not real. It's not true. Now, you may have some evidence here now. You might say, but Craig, I went to a party the other week and I didn't drink a thing and I was bored out of my brains. Yes, that's true. Because you went to a party with 100% of your brain capacity intact. You are no longer a shaved chimp who finds the slightest thing funny. You are no longer an imbecile. You have sophistication and levels to your appreciation of humor and entertainment. When you're drunk, you are basically just a monkey. You can hear the same story told over and over again and laugh at the same place every time. More than that, you probably won't even remember you've heard the story before. You will just keep laughing at the same point over and over again. At the end of the night, you'll fall over and you'll hurt yourself because you're so stupid you can't even walk anymore. This is not something to aspire to. This is not something you should be doing as a sober person at a drunken party. You shouldn't be looking around going, oh, God, I wish I was stupid like them. Yes, it's true. That party is no longer as fun as it used to be. And you will have to change some things like that. Because, what made you laugh when you were 5 years old and the coin from behind the ear trick impressed you, those things don't make you laugh, don't impress you now as an adult. Why? Because you've moved on, you've developed, you've grown, you're a more rounded, intelligent person now. So now you don't fall for silly jokes or silly magic routines because you've developed and grown. And when you become sober after decades of drinking, you should see it as such. You have now developed, you have now grown. That was a part of your life. It was fun while it lasted. But now you're grown up. Now you're a different person. And that's a beautiful thing if you will give it chance to be beautiful. Yeah, you're probably going to go to less parties. And yeah, you're probably going to leave earlier than you used to. And trust me on this, both of those things are good things. You will not be stumbling home at 2 a.m. very much anymore. You will spend a lot more time with your husband, your wife, your partner, and less time listening to drunken stories in pubs. You will be going to bed at a reasonable time and waking up feeling full of energy and vitality. All these things are good. But this is where the change comes. Instead of resisting, instead of pushing against sobriety and saying, but it was more fun back then, you've got to embrace it. You've got to embrace that you're no longer a child. You are now an adult. You have grown, you have developed, you are more sophisticated. And so you've got to fill your life with more worthwhile things. Instead of choosing to drink an anesthetic that renders you stupid and not conscious of your environment, you are now more intelligent than you've ever been, and you are more aware than you have ever been. You can find a way to fill this very short life with fascinating and fun things. You can give back. You can work for charity. You can organize things, events, and support other people and help and share your knowledge and wisdom. You can write books. You can paint portraits. You can sculpt. You can do all this amazing stuff that you just wouldn't have done given the choice between that and sitting on the sofa with Netflix and a bottle of wine, right? And look, how long have I been doing this now? I'm approaching 15 years since I wrote Alcohol Lied to Me. What do I do with my time? All this extra time that I have these days because, I'm not drinking every day on the sofa. Well, in the last, where are we now? May? In the last 3 months, I've done a week-long tiling course, so I can tile our bathroom at home. I've done a week-long plumbing course, so I can rip out the toilet, rip out the basin, I can rip out the shower, I can install all new stuff, and I can do all this on my own without paying anyone because I genuinely find it interesting and fascinating. Would I have done a plumbing course when I was drinking? Don't be stupid. Would I have done a tiling course when I was drinking? No. I would have told my wife that we will hire someone in. But because I was drinking, I would have been too poor to do that, and the bathroom would have stayed a shithole. So, look, yeah, things change. But are they more boring? No, that's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense at all. You got to give it time. Put the time in, put the effort in. Don't just go sober for a month and declare, it's rubbish. Live as a sober person and be aware of how good it feels. And trust me on this, life gets so much better, so much better. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget, if you are new to the Happy Sober podcast, go to the website right now, stopdrinkingexpert.com, and sign up for today's free Quit Drinking webinar. I will give you a copy of my best-selling book, Alcohol Lied to Me, as a gift just for turning up. And while you're here, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Worried about your drinking? Reserve your place on today's free Quit Drinking webinar and get a copy of my best-selling book, Alcohol Lied to Me, as a gift just for turning up. www.stopdrinkingexpert.com